Welcome to Being AIS Services in concert with KS Reality SkyPod Facebook group, Harmonizing Journey to Realignment group session, in traversing the neural network pathways of our multidimensional mind as we each connect with our personal clan family. I, Katie Oshiwa, will be your navigator on this journey. Please review the appendix in the handout in the file section if you haven't yet. before the session begins. Thanks, and we will now go to the purpose and background for the session. All the names and places and mechanics are taken from sliders 11 and 12, which are owned by Arrays Productions material. I am not affiliated with Arrays Productions in any way, except for my love and commitment to the work. And so I'm doing my own personal thing with it, and I appreciate you guys joining in with me. This is a journey to connect and realign with the internal, eternal core of your being that some may call inner being or higher self of the all that is, God Source First Eternal, Ayah, Ayeh. You're going back to the core realm upon which you had birthed into the outer realms of creation. We will do this by a combination of Nitah technology and kind of a light version of quantum hypnosis or hypnotherapy, kind of going into a trance state. This can also be a time to answer any questions that you may have, just holding the intention, and you may get them throughout the week, and inspiration, ideas, feelings that come through. We will first travel to Sanctuary Island, which is located off the coast of Emayasan, Aurora Earth, Deity Plains, Eternal, Internal, Cave of Creation, Core, Spirit Body, connecting geographically to Siesta Key in Mayaca Lake, Florida, USA. Sanctuary Island is kind of like a way station with an access point to our current station of reality that connects you into your unique, quote-unquote, MyPod Salon or Mashayahana Salon vehicle that is a safe place to travel in, quote-unquote, mind to deeper levels of your eternal, internal core of your being that connects into the deity planes, which is a Christic core encryption held in the Aurora Continuum frequency spectra that blends with the frequency spectra of the dimensional domain structure Cosmea planes to which the AAV frequency spectra creates a new set of trans-time spatial reality fields literally materialized, linking the domain space-time coordinate with its aurora, quote-unquote, perfect expression through a set of materialized transcendent dimensional planes. And this is from page 8 of Sliders 11 handout. And also your what's called your original core Rashake encryption is stationed there. You are able to, in essence, link into these planes of your Mashayahana residential prayer salon, or lovingly referred to as MyPod. It's kind of a teardrop shaped, or sort of like flame-like shaped energetic sphere. At first, it is like finding a long-lost home. Eventually, it becomes you and you become it. A bit of the deity planetary sanctuary island is brought into your everyday earth life, which makes life going from being a net trapped earth energy to an aurora perpetually renewing new earth world. As of January 2013, Earth became a combination of net Earth and Ascension Amenti Median Earth, creating Aurora Earth. At the time Iesha Ashiana brought through, data streamed our connection with this place, the Aurora Continuum was just a state of consciousness to us. Now it is what we are becoming as a quote-unquote new Earth plane and people every day. We are connecting the outer domain's light body structure with our internal, eternal spirit body original core Rashake encryption structure through the 7 suns, or 7 bridges, that are linked into the central sun of creation. Out of the central sun, we manifest through the Trinity Gate suns, pale blue, aqualine, and pearly white. There was a hidden sun called the 8th sun of the gold and silver one that actually surrounds all the suns, and this is where the Alhambra abides. The Alhambra, the crystal people, are eternal, crystalline, plasma, liquid sound, consciousness from the eternal, internal core domains of the deity planes who came to do bioregenesis, or realign, and evac when a universal time matrix has gone down way too many rabbit holes and are having trouble finding their way back. we have the opportunity to connect with higher levels of self to become awake to the God Source First Eternal, Ayah, Ayah, you, me, we, us, they, it. Manifesting is easier as we live a win-win world where we experience the interconnectedness of everyone and everything in our existence. From this place, you can experience the elasive flame energy, which carries the encryption code to mathematically realign your personal Christ-our core helioplasma flows. From this space, you can connect to your own consciousness station there, becoming aware of who you are on your own terms at your own pace. After all, we never get it done and we never get it wrong as the eternal beings we be. A little Abraham Hicks there. Okay, one area we're going to be working with is the day center, which is located about 2 inches below your belly button area. And this spot connects us with the day center, the deity planes at the mouth, so to speak, of the eternal core of the Aphia state of the all that is. We will eventually be going into deeper states. This session is important in activating your MyPod Salon space for conscious contact with your own inner being for healing and realigning the neural network pathways. We will also utilize the floating Buddha Shada Shield Rite, which we figured it out, came in FOL of 2009 workshop. And we utilize that, not every detail of it, but the main parts of it in our session. And once this shield is established, it stays within your fields active for about 48 hours. You will be connecting with your slider family, which is a portion of yourself that helps you maneuver through the multidimensional domains of the light body structure that will realign the neural network pathways within the inner core of the all that is that you be. This family will stay with you until they successfully help you to fully embody Aurora New Earth Now. The Carinadius seal is another area we'll be focused on in regards to particularly the floating Buddha Rite, and it's located at the tip of the sternum. This is a powerful spot that connects us into our eternal internal core of creation. It holds the spirit quantum we were birthed in with, which embodies our living plasma waters of consciousness. This is also an area that we have recently activated, something called the Heart of Ephema, which connects us directly into core domains of creation. For our purposes today, we will connect into this space to activate your floating Buddha Shada Shield. And when we get to that point, you'll imagine yourself sitting in the center of a Star of David, Hierophant, the 6-pointed star. And at each of the 6 points will be your member Tims will orb in and take their positions at the different points. The Kisa array clearing, okay. These two helpers of the 6 Buddhas are working to realign your neural network pathways with your eternal internal core of your being. They are connected to Earth the plane from the middle domains to connect you to the outer domains of this time-space reality, to your eternal internal core of your being as the all that is, God Source First Eternal, Ayah, Ayah. The Kisa are the sparkle people from the Shela 3 Iridani healing temples and specialize in resurrection healing. This sparkle current will run through the spine and the bones so that the bayat attached to the spine cannot reattach. And bayat to me is like a form of miasms, does like crystals, Shona crystals, second creation finite programs. These guys are master counselors. The array are from the Ashalam Edonic healing temples and are biological healing specialists. Your personal healing team, in concert with your inner being collective, will send a wave of love light that will release the karmic core imprint for your density 1 probable selves, as well as density 2 and density 3 selves. It will clear the core imprint, and it will assist you so that you are not taking on stuff from your other incarnate selves. It will also clear more of this lifetime, like the field imprint and the pain associated with childhood and those types of things of your holographic template and whatever else you were guided here to do. The Kisa Array healers are willing to come and comfort you if you ask at any time and will assist you whenever you need help reconnecting to your inner being. Today we will release what you are ready to release. Sometimes we hold on to things tightly. They will support you in the process of letting go and releasing what you have held in mind so very tightly. Okay, so everybody make sure they're laying down, wearing comfortable, loose-fitting clothes, be well hydrated and have mineral water or filtered water close by. Also include any crystals or other items you traditionally use in ceremony that you are guided now to use. And take a few moments to relax and just breathe in and out. Again, you will be connecting with your own eternal, internal core of your being in this session. So remember to breathe and allow the flow of your authentic self to communicate through you. So, whenever you feel any tension or anxiety or I cannot do this, just stop and breathe into your, which we'll learn about, eternal internal pillar of peace that we will define later in the session. Relax again with each breath as you feel yourself back into your safe MyPod space, feeling the ebb and flow of your breath within the aquifers. Remember, this is a journey of joy, so have fun with it, allowing your imagination to be a vehicle upon which your spirit can soar as you move at your own pace. Now relax and enjoy. Okay. Can you guys still hear me okay? Or do I need to move my phone closer to me? I'm going to assume I'm okay. A little bit closer. Okay. Welcome, everybody. So yeah, just kind of get nice and comfy. I'm going to read a little bit more about kind of the updated stuff and just kind of adding, because I need to do a new recording at some point, but I'm not ready yet. I feel like there's more I need to get before I actually do a new updated intro. But obviously I include the KDDL3 information, particularly the Ureta field. I call it the Utah Ray field, the crystal caverns, the cloak of the Eternal One energy, the Ureta zone, which is kind of connecting the outer realm to the inner realms. It's a kind of an interesting thing, utilizing the mechanics of the information. It's very powerful, very intense, especially since the crystal caverns opened. It's just been like one adventure after another doing the group work and private work, and I just look forward to every time I get together with people, because bringing in their templates, thank you, Alexandra, bringing in their templates, everybody's template adds something, and all the counsel that comes in, and just the wonderful stuff that we get accomplished that's unique for our own unique templates. What I've been kind of coming to realize are personal planetary morphogenetic fields that we, it's part of our isness, our who we are as God Source, First Eternal, Ayah. We manifest as more than just the 3D physical form that we see in each realm.
there's a whole, I just call it a morphogenetic field. It's this reality construct, the hologram, when she talks about the D3 hologram, there's really a lot of science to it, and it's the air, the water, just all the elements created all together to create your lone harmonic world, all connected into the root chakra, into the core of the earth, all interconnected through the biofeed interface system of that connection. We all kind of have the same reality, quote unquote, but not quite. There's differentiations, but there's still a lot of harmonization between everybody's morphogenetic fields. Everybody's personal planetary morphogenetic fields. And speaking on that, I'm getting more and more information as I go. And I had a dream recently where I woke up with the word, and it was kind of dreaming stuff, but I woke up with the word in my mind. We all now have Emadicus now. And I'm spelling it E, and then Madicus. But that's just how it sounds to me. I don't know the official spelling, or what it'll, because Cloak of the Eternal Ones is that great white protector energy that's talked about in the KDDLs. Well, I didn't get that wording. So, anyway, Emadicus. And what is with that is basically the power we originally had as of our personal planetary morphogenetic field, the ability to at will manifest. And it's become very shut down in these grids. And what was interesting is for me, and I'm going to assume those that connect with me probably have a resonate with it because there's similarity with their templates. Obviously, there's going to be people that are going to have absolutely nothing to do with me, and that's great because their templates are different. But what I was getting with this is, and I've been working with my groups, basically connecting into Atlantis, connecting into the Atlantic Ocean between kind of off the coast of Georgia, connecting into Florida, connecting across the sea to the Netherlands, basically. There seems to be this link up between the two, and then connecting in with the Netherlands, connecting with the Jeshua's group that was part of that lineage, the albinos group. And there's a library, I think, connected off the coast there. There's going to tie in with that, connecting across the ocean to here. And then it connects into some other areas, in different areas within the continent of the United States. But what I was connecting into in my dream, and kind of got more as I woke up, because usually that's what happens. I get bits and pieces in the dream, and then they just start fleshing out, particularly when I start writing things down. So that there's this underground cavern or structure, and when I first connected into it, it was really just locked up, really dense energy, and almost like a petrified wood energy. I mean, it was just like you could just feel enslavement. And I was then taken to connecting in. I had this really strong feeling about I was connecting into the time of Atlantis, and I'm underwater in this place. When I focused up above the water, I could just feel the chaos, all the energy, all the destruction of Atlantis coming down. It was just, just thinking about it now, it's a little weird. I mean, I could just kind of feel it. Although at this point, I'm disengaged a lot and cleared a lot, so it's not as intense as it originally was. It was really tough, that energy of that chaotic, because it was almost like the world got turned upside down when Atlantis fell, right? When the big purge happened, when it all went underwater, or majorly went underwater. And I realized I was, it was like I felt like I was in an in-between space. And kind of added to that right now, I've heard others say we're kind of in energetically connecting into the time of Atlantis again, as well as we're connecting into the energy of 2012. We're basically connecting in very much, and I've also heard people talk about merging different timelines into one timeline that runs into a more positive timeline. So we are right now at a turning point, at a very key point. And that's why a part of people have been talking about December 21st is part of that key point. And it's a transition point. And we're either going to flow with it in a positive way, or we're going to basically be reset back into going backwards in time, in a sense. This is kind of what I've been piecing together. So this is a really, because if we can go in a positive way through this time period, and then that will help energetically all the, whoever we want to call indigos, star seeds, highly evolved beings, waking aware ones, not warriors, wanderers, the ones that are here that are highly coded. That we then can, going into 2021, I think it's 2022, we'll be able to officially connect into something called the crystal spiral. For those that don't know that, we're running right now the Fibonacci spiral, which is actually a very finite dead light construct that we keep, that's why we die. We're not naturally made to do that. Naturally, we live for really long periods of time. And we're supposed to be able to go up and down the dimensional scales at will. We're locked into these grids, into a net-like structure. And that's what I'm connecting into, in the Atlantic Ocean. And kind of my template kind of morphogenetic field, personal planetary morphogenetic field is kind of locked into it. And so yes, as I was tuning into this, and again, we're at this juncture, others call it going from being an iron core. Right now, the Fibonacci spiral runs an iron core Earth. Some have talked about changing into a crystal core Earth, which I think is really just another way of saying connecting into the crystal spiral. Everybody has their own words for the same thing. So we're really at a shifting point right now. And it's not like you have to om all the time and really be mindful, and I've got to be at the perfect place and do the right thing on December 21st. It's kind of a building up of actions over a period of time. And this is just kind of another action to do to help with the shift for each individual of your own personal planetary morphogenetic field Earth reality, that you create. So I was connecting into this energy, whereas I was kind of feeling, if I focus up at the above the ocean, I connect into the Atlantis catastrophe. I go deeper into the water and into this structure, and I could just sort of feel I needed to go into it and do some healing. And because I work a lot with what I call the Cloak of the Eternal Ones, which is connecting deeply into the eternal internal core of the all that is Ia, when we go working with the mechanics of this science of Kilanta. Well, actually, Tantri Asia mechanics. Kilanta focuses just predominantly on the light body structure. We're now working with the spirit body structure with the KDDL material. So it's just really going into that core of the Manu, of the cave of creation energy. basically. The 0 point. Other people use the word 0 point. It's connecting into the 0 point, basically, for those that follow that. Because the 0 point is the Manu point, basically. Because the light and the sound, breathing. But when you breathe back in, you hold, that's the 0 point within your eternal core of your being. And that's what we work with this. And then you back, fully return. In and out. Light and sound. In and out. All resonating back into the Manu, the 0 point of creation. Okay. So, connecting into this, into this just energy, into this core, because you go into the core, it was basically almost like going into the core of the earth, because that's where we're all connecting into the core of all our morphogenetic fields. And I brought in the Cloak of the Eternal Ones because that energy is the energy that created all of my world, all our worlds, and it's just who we authentically are. So when we connect into that energy, and it's each unique to each individual, which we'll find when we go into the session, how each of us do it, we'll go in, and obviously, if you're not okay with any part of it, you just say no, and you can come back, you can just kind of watch, and then you can do it at a later date again. But hopefully everybody will be comfortable to connect in with your own Cloak of the Eternal One self, your great white protector self. And it just recalibrates, realigns, makes what was finite, inorganic back to being organic. And it does it pretty damn fast. And so I'm bringing this energy in to this core, to my core morphogenic field, the personal planetary core morphogenic field, running the energy, running it's flowing, and we'll talk more about how that energy flows and works, for those that don't know. And, yeah, let's see. And then, oh, and I had realized with the trauma of Atlantis, and I think probably a lot of us have this, is I tried to fix the craziness, the drama that was going on. I tried to fix it. Well, we know that never really ever works. So all it did was make me get trapped in the drama. So by me kind of making that choice to sort of disengage from the word just kept going over chaos. And I actually, in doing soul realignment work, had like 4 or 5 guides that were focused on creating chaos. And it was kind of, and I've been, disengaging, bringing in new guides, or, not running that energy, but kind of seeing again, okay, where it organically kind of partly had started at. So just kind of experiencing that chaos, rage, struggle, fight, stuck, controlled energy. But seeing it, from a distance, disengaging myself from it, going back into my personal planetary morphogenic field area, and just running the Cloak of the Eternal One energies through it, and feeling a release. So I'd really like to share that release and clearing with you all as well. And because at this point, and we see it running in the political scene right now, is that we can either choose to reinvest in the energy for another cycle, right, of this chaos, because we can still do it, we can reset back, or we can release from it and take back the energy we invested in. And this was interesting, another piece of it that I was kind of fascinated with that I got. You know how you hear, when you, in different lifetimes that you spent in places, and you kind of feel, or even in the current lifetime, you feel sometimes like a place that you invested a lot of time and energy in, you left a part of yourself there. I was getting, with this mechanics, when you invest your heart and soul into like a religious institution or a governmental institution, community institution, part of your energetic field actually goes into whatever structures were created for it. And so you almost embed a part of your template into those temples, into the stone of those buildings, almost like the bone stone thing. And kind of when Isha in the past has talked, with her India experience, the Taj Mahal is on an even deeper level of the people buried under there. Their energy is used to run the temple structure. That there's a portion of our template still engaged with it, whatever contract we engaged in with these different orders, different institutions, we still kind of hold a part of ourselves in them. Which is kind of why we keep coming back, because we're like literally in those structures. So there was a lot of releasing myself out of those structures. I have a feeling I still have a little ways to go on that, but I'm working on it because I've spent a lot of lifetimes engaging in a lot of different organizations and communities. But at least in disengaging from the main big ones, I think is huge. So, and let's see. And I was getting, let's see. We can choose to reinvest in the energy for another cycle, or we can release from it and take back the energy we invested in institutions, temples, structures, government, religious orders into the dominion of these cycles of chaos, being controlled, finite, enraged. Kind of the energy. I think there's so much with that Dominion software. It's like there's something really about that. And that's controlling the governmental structure. I think that's very interesting. The dominion, the control, the manipulation, releasing from all of that. We have the opportunity to oh Lordy, I can't read. To bring all of those parts of ourselves back in. And again, bringing all those parts that are in those things, in those different temples, in the being stuck, being controlled, being kind of dominioned over, that energy is coming back as, yeah, it's a lot of information. There's a lot to it. The Emadicus. I don't know what that is. It's a weird Emadicus. Emadicus. Anybody ever get what that means? That would be pretty good. When I started getting that Emadicus energy back, in this deep sea space, I started seeing this rainbow spiral force within my own personal planetary morphogenic field. It's and it's like whatever we focus on, it's like these tendrils, just rainbowy tendrils, just go out and connect into whatever we put our attention on, and it wraps itself around it and like manifests. That's as close as I can say. It can take on any form that you focus on. It spirals like tendrils of particles into life, like a swirling sparkle of life, like the magician's wand almost, is what I was getting. At this point, we have so much life force embedded into these finite stone bone structures all over the world. This causes our attention, or has caused our attention to be divided, fragmented, running these different programs embedded in the stone of these structures in the ground underneath, like churches, you know. This kind of follows, okay, which I already said that. So that's kind of what the focus is. Yeah, Emadicus. Emadicus is. Yeah. Hey, Bobby. And Ava. Great. Okay. And yes, this is recorded. For those that didn't get at the beginning, but I think most of you all pretty much have been through the intro, I think, before, so that's good. So yes, so we will go into the pod space, but again, because there's going to be new people going through it, I'm going to just do the whole, intro. And then we'll just focus on tuning into our own personal planetary morphogenic fields, going into the ocean down there. And, first we'll connect to the Cloak of the Eternal Ones. Run that frequency within the crystal cavern. Yeah, okay, run that frequency within the crystal cavern, get connected with the crystal cavern. And then, there's going to be an opening. We're going to connect. Okay, yeah. And, okay. We've got a lot of friends that are coming in to help out with this. Cool. And each of us in our own way that's safe for each individual, right? Whatever level they're at, will tune into this energy. And again, it'll probably not hurt to do this, and you'll know for yourself if you need to do this over again or a few more times to really kind of get at all the different parts of your template that got locked into these places. And again, even after the 21st, it's probably still be good to do, and we'll probably be doing others as I follow inspired action and guidance and stuff. Okay, so with that, everybody get nice and comfy. Any questions before we get going? And it's really weird for me to actually get a word, although every once in a while I'll get a word. So that Emadicus. So we'll see if anybody else comes up with that word. Okay. I guess there's no questions. Okay. Okay. The following prayer acts as a homing beacon to help make sure you get to where you want to go without interference, particularly for those who hold a lot of fear and resistance. And again, I just really thank you guys for participating and holding the fields and creating a grid that future people can embrace and help them shift. It's really greatly appreciated, not just for your own growth, but for other people that will be watching this later. There's actually a nice link by Arrays Productions of a selection of pisms that I listed in your attached PDF handout, which includes what I will say now. So follow your guidance on what you want to do when journeying on your own. And I add a few extra words than what she has traditionally written down. Okay, Crystal River Prayer and Invocation of the Elasa Silverseed Councils and GAETYC, EAAC, AMCC, MCEO for Silverseed Crystal River Plasma Host Activation and Amplification. And again, for newbies, this is just different councils that guardian councils that we've been working with, and these are actually a lot of them are more into the internal eternal domains as opposed to just the light body structure that we initially worked with in the beginning with Chelonic Science. Okay. Part 1, the Prayer of Elasa. Shadu Elasa Alhambra, don etale sun jadradu, ista inta o daruja mina, la sun pita la ve, los tila ilaho, kumana in lita jadu, Elasa sunta amita jintu, Elasa sunta amita jintu, Elasa sunta amita jintu. In the Christic name and action of God Source First Eternal, the Eternal Christ, Christar Ariana Areas Cosminiajas Alhambras, Ilania Topelia Gureya, the Elasa Silverseed Councils, and the Alhambra Magistracy Councils of Cosminiajas. O te ete irashradu an ale ita jet alhambra. Alhambra, 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 Alhambra. Okay, everybody inhale. Put your hands in prayer posture in front of your heart and connect, feeling a little bit into your tip of your sternum. Get the carinatus seal, also the heart of Ephema. Focusing in at the tip of the sternum there. Some already know connected with their rainbow crystal. Just imagine for those that's new to them, imagine there's a rainbow crystal in the tip of your sternum. Focusing in the idea of a rainbow crystal in that space. Hold, hold, feeling yourself in the center of it. Hold, hold, hold. And then Alhambra, releasing breath. Or inde sahura ila tre himu sen aurore der la hosen dinave cum sa eho der etita jet alhambra cum sa adila intur la vi casminyahes alhambers der ishwa a vi te Asia intadore, te Asia intadore, te Asia intadore. Oh, by the way, for those that tend to fall asleep, you may want to sit up. If there's a way you can sit up instead of laying down, it would probably help with the falling asleep. Okay. Te Asia intadore, te Asia intadore, te Asia intadore. Arianya ilesa alhambra abriadan. Arianya ilesa alhambra abriadan. Arianya ilesa alhambra abriadan. Mumae treina e. Mumae treina e. Mumae treina e. Ekasha. Alright, we will now start the steps for the floating Buddha rite, starting with the elemental orb command. So with this section, I will say the words and then you'll repeat after me. Ashaya, Nira, Ocha, Sa. Ashaya, Nira, Ocha, Sa. Ashaya, Nira, Ocha, Sa. Ezutu, Eve, Kumsa Evo, Zata, Etu, Kisa, Ere, Kevo, Sieta. Ejun Ethre, Tua Nuin, Kusa, Teva, Umshedra, Tise, Hevo. Now breathe easily as your Sheda Cloister family members orb in to take their positions in a hierophant configuration around you, with you being in the center. When you sense them all settled in around you, then we will move on to the next step. They will be a supportive influence throughout the process and help out in the realigning process. Okay, harmonizing meditation. Breathe in and breathe out. Deep belly breath. And we will breathe into different areas of the body as you are mindful of them. Starting with your hands, breathing in, you have hands. And breathing out, arms, breathing in. And breathing out, shoulders, breathing in and breathing out, neck, breathing in and breathing out, breathing into your head, breathing into your pineal. Hold the breath, turn your eyes towards your third eye, hold to build charge, hold, hold, build charge, hold, 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 and release. Spine, breathing in, breathing down, flowing down the spine into the hips and pelvis, breathing into the hips and pelvis, holding the pelvic floor, breathing into that area a couple inches below your navel, the day center. Hold, hold, breathe out, flowing down the legs, breathing into the legs, breathing into the knees and ankles. Feeling connected to the floor, breathing in and breathing out. And being aware of where you are lying down. How your body or sitting, how your body is supported by what you're laying or sitting on. How that is supported by the floor, floor supported by the earth, all the way down into Aurora Earth Core Field, continually breathing in, into the core, breathing out into the core, feeling the energy coming up, 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 through the floor, through the earth, through the floor, into the bottoms of your feet. Breathing into the bottoms of your feet, you're going to breathe down 6 inches. Okay, breathing into 6 inches below your feet, you will breathe another 6 inches below your feet, making it 12. Feel a popping sensation as a effervescence, pale silver, bubbly rainbow, plasma, crystal frequency flows up, 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 up through the bottoms of your feet, up through your central body current, flowing through your cellular structure. As it flows, it releases any detritus in your fields. Some areas it will focus on more, but overall it flows up through your central body current, up and around you, flowing out the top of your head, flowing out to deep space, feeling that connection to the Christ star above, where we all came from, breathing into that deep space, feeling the energy coming back down, 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 into your crown, down through your pineal, through your central body current, into your heart, holding your breath, breathing it into your heart. Hold, 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 feeling it connecting, settling into that crystal, rainbow crystal within the tip of the tailbone, tip of the sternum. Hold, hold. And when you release, you're going to release the energy into the cells of your body and all around you. Each breath you feel more relaxed. Be mindful throughout the journey of your breathing. And whenever you feel any tension, then breathing in and hold the breath. And then slowly release the breath into the area of tension, feeling even more relaxed and at ease. Observe the sounds smells and sensations around you. And then let them go as you go deeper into the flow of your breath, breathing in, breathing out, mindfully following my voice throughout the journey. We will now focus again on building your Sheda Cloister Floating Buddha shield. Take a breath into your heart, then release the breath, moving it down to the tip of your sternum, into the carinatus seal. So, take another breath, breathing it directly into this area. Hold the breath, then release the breath. Okay, I'm going to read first and then you will do it. So you're going to take another breath into the tip of your sternum, the carinatus seal, heart of Ephima. You're going to hold, and then when you release the breath, you're going to release a 6-point breath horizontally out to each cloister member, sending each member a streamer of plasma living water vapor. Okay, so I will read it again, but this time you will do it. Take a breath into the tip of the sternum, hold, and then release the 6-point breath horizontally out to each cloister member, sending each member a streamer of plasma living water vapor. Sense the cloister shield building in frequency, sensing the counter-rotating circulation of energy, building charge. And now we will focus on doing the rising command. So I will read first and then you guys will do it. As you continue, as you chant and I'll tell you the words to chant. As you chant, the shield will begin to rise, carrying the 6 cloister member orbs with it. When you sense the shield above your head, the 6 cloister members deorb, becoming a bipedal form. So, the rising command is Ista entaro diesu nevaro. 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 They are now the floating Buddhas. As you continue breathing in and breathing out, you will sense the counter-rotating spin speed increasing. We will now prepare to do the union command. Again, I will read first and then you guys will do it. So you're going to breathe once again into the carinateus seal at the tip of the sternum. You're going to hold to build charge, and then as you release the breath, you will sense, and it depends kind of where you're at developmentally. It may be your etheric body, your luminaire body, your Tura body, your plasma body. I was just getting Iridanus body. Wherever you're at developmentally, that body will start rising up to join the Sheda shield above you. As you feel your body joining into the shield, you'll sort of tip the last of the kind of breath, kind of pop breath into that shield. You will hold at the end of that exhale for a moment. And then on the inhale, you'll say the words that I'm going to tell you to say. Okay. So breathe once again into the carinateus seal. Hold to build charge. Build charge. Hold, hold. And then when you're ready, release slowly, mindfully as your body flows up, up, up with the breath, releasing till it up, up, up. Tip, pop into the shield. Hold, hold, hold. Okay, and then on the in-breath, A2, C, te, And I'll just repeat it again if anybody didn't catch it. A2, C, te, You are now the 7th Buddha because y'all are a team. Okay? All right. As you gently breathe, feel this connection to your Sheda shield and how that also connects with the Aurora Earth Core field beneath you. Imagine you are standing on Siesta Key Beach, Florida, right at the shore's edge. You can feel the warmth of the sun on your face and the breeze lightly blowing through your hair. The waves are gently lapping against the sand. Up in the air, about 10 feet in front of you, is the very large crystalline travel vehicle. From Appendix A in your handout. This crystalline travel vehicle that will take you to Sanctuary Island. You will sense it opening up receptively to your thought intention to enter. Breathe, holding the intention of entering into the crystalline travel vehicle. You will sense a love, a peace, and a respect as you sit within the crystalline travel vehicle as it waits for your command. Command the crystalline travel vehicle to go to Sanctuary Island, which is the image on the screen and also Appendix B. Swiftly but smoothly, the crystalline travel vehicle makes its way to Sanctuary Island. This vehicle is clear so you can see all around you. You see way off in the distance this tiny speck as the structure moves closer, as the speck becomes bigger and bigger until finally the speck becomes a very large island. This island has a large mountain-like structure with cascading waterfalls, trees, grass, crystal trees, and healing pools. You see now at the top of the mountain a dome-shaped building. You know something is there of yours. You direct the crystalline travel vehicle to enter the domed building. You enter the domed building to find many teardrop-shaped salon pods. Appendix C. You float until you see a place to land. The crystalline travel pod lands softly in the sand. The door opens, allowing you to depart the the vehicle. Your foot lightly touches very refined crystal sand, soft and pleasing to the touch. Awesome. Yes. The whales and dolphins are going to we've been doing a lot of work with them lately too. They've been doing a lot of healing work lately. You look around, gaining your bearings, standing firm on the ground. Looking around, sensing for your salon, you spot one that you know without a doubt is your pod. The feeling is so strong, beckoning you to come. You make your way step by easy step to your pod. The door opens, emitting a soft, warm light. Tentatively, you step onto your salon pod, into your salon pod, onto a very long, narrow platform that runs all the way to a large, circular center platform. Beneath you are running aquifers of the dream stream Aya, God Source Field. All along the walls are cascading waterfalls. Carefully you make your way along the narrow platform, all the way up to the large circular platform. In the center, there's another circular platform that looks a lot like a large, soft, comfortable doggy bed. You now take a step onto the circular doggy bed-like structure. This is your manifestation template. As you stand on this template, you breathe in, sensing the energetic template, Ray Rug, Dimension 12, Mahoric Shield, Manifestation Template, that connects you into the deity plane's internal, eternal cave of creation core. This is your private space where only those you invite come in. As you feel the connection of your personal, energetic manifestation template, sense the movement of the aquifers below you. You will begin to see and sense cloudy vapor of the Trinity suns, pearly white, pale blue, and aqualine, moving up into the manifestation platform and up into your body. Breathe it into your day center, located about an inch below your navel, and release it into this area. Take a few more of these day center breaths. Next, you will sense the air opening at the top of the Savan pod to open up to receive from deep space the Christ star above, where we all came from, the Sun 8, Alhambra, gold and silver, internal, eternal structure, pillar of peace energy, to move with gold and silver snow-like flakes, moving down through your personal central body current pillar and connecting with the manifestation template beneath you. Next, sense, imagine the Alesa flame wave ignites, flowing through your body. That's the last Appendix D. Take a moment to move with the wave as you breathe in and breathe out. You are finding yourself relaxing and going even deeper and deeper into the eternal, internal core of your being. Feel and sense your circular manifestation template beneath you, as the Trinity Sun vapor aquifers are circulating beneath you and cascading down the walls around you. You're becoming even more relaxed and at ease as your breath ebbs and flows in and out with the flow of the waters. As the energy moves through the body, feel it pulsing in your palms as you gently squeeze your hands into fists, causing the palm chakras to spark and pulse as you continue breathing in and breathing out, going deeper and deeper into the core of your being. Feeling this pillar of peace energy moving throughout your body, sensing once again that you have hands breathing in and breathing out, breathing it into your arms, shoulders, neck, breathing into your head, into your pineal. Hold the breath in the pineal. Turn your eyes again towards your third eye. Hold, build, charge, circulate, circulate, build, charge, circulate, circulate, build, charge, circulate, circulate, build, charge, circulate, sparkle, pulse. Breathing out, flowing down the spine. Breathing into the hips and pelvis, holding the pelvic floor, breathing into the day center. Hold the breath, hold in this area, hold, build, charge, circulate, circulate, build, charge, circulate, circulate, build, charge, circulate, circulate, build, charge, sparkle, sparkle, pulse. Breathing out, flowing down your legs, your knees, your ankles, You are so deep. Your eyelids are getting heavier. And heavier as you go deeper into the core of your being, breathing in and breathing out. As the Trinity Vapor Sun energy, the Alhambra gold and silver flakes, and the Alesa flame frequencies oscillate throughout your body within your pod space. You will become even more relaxed as you will now want to sit down on your comfortable doggy bed-like manifestation template. Breathing in and breathing out. Ah, how comfy and cozy you are as all tension completely leaves your body. You are so deep that you cannot open your eyes, but at the same time, if we get disconnected, you all will be mindful of it and wait for me to reconnect back a new post link back up. Or if you disconnected, you will connect back again. But for now, we are strongly connected as you go deeper and deeper. Again, mindfully awake and aware, following my voice throughout the journey. As you lay there, you feel yourself expanding as a portion of yourself is connected directly to your manifestation template, and a portion is expanding into your Sheta floating Buddha shield around you, as you also embody the Alesa flame wave flowing through the great central pillar around and through you within your pod space that is connecting you to even deeper levels of your inner being, breathing in and breathing out. Continue for a moment or two to breathe into the core of your being, your central body current, holding your pelvic floor a little bit, holding in, and then breathing out, expanding the breath into deeper levels of your own inner being as you feel your fields around you expanding of being, connecting into your inner being of the all that is, God source, first eternal, Aya, Aye. There is a deep stillness in this space. In the stillness of this space, you feel the connection to your manifestation template, grounding you into the aurora earth core field beneath you. This allows you to feel yourself expanding up as the air opening at the top of the pod space opens up. You feel your consciousness flowing into your personal neural network pathways of your eternal mind, connecting into your own clan family of being. You feel them flowing down, around, and through you into your space. You intertwining with them. This gives this beautiful strength, presence to flow out even higher, even more. Feeling the connection into the Ureda field, into the crystal caverns. Feeling your pod space connecting into this space. In the center of this crystal cavern, Ureda field, you see a beautiful, tall, large pillar of called the Crystal Bridgeway, Integral Bridge. You feel your consciousness connecting into this pillar. You feel a part of you flowing into it, yet feeling still grounded in your pod space. Your consciousness flowing into this pillar. And you feel just a little bit of a connection into your Ureda zone, but you still again are grounded in the crystal caverns in your pod. Just feel sort of an energetic flowing connection. Again, this allows even more of your clan family to come in around you, holding space, the pod space opening up into this cavern. You feel feeling very grounded in this space, and just take a few moments to open your inner vision and inner sound and inner senses to just feel out in your own unique way where you are. What do you get? Any visuals? What do you look like? Are you still even a physical human form? Have you taken on another form? Are you an orb? Are you colors? Just really get visceral. Really, maybe touch yourself, touch your surroundings. Just really feel out physically where you are. Yeah, just really want to just become stable in this space. It may just be just experiencing the feeling. You have your floating Buddha team as well as your clan family. They, work together. You'll have one healer behind you, one in front of you. And someplace nearby will be some water. It may be a fountain, a pond, a lake, maybe snowflakes, I don't know. But you'll want to connect with that water. And when you connect with that water, that will be where the cloak of the Eternal Ones will be coming from. They may be a vapor, water vapor. They may just be flowing water. There's usually, when the water becomes active, they become activated, you get little pulses of pale blue and pale yellow color flowing through it. And it's literally like a cloak that surrounds you. It comes most of the time from the ground up and around you. Sometimes it'll come in through the top of your head and down around you. But most of the time it comes from the bottom up. You just take a moment to just really feel the healing energies and just really make a connection with this cloak of the Eternal One energy, which is unique to you, will come unique to you. So that's why I'm saying it in different ways. and it's your consciousness. It's you. It's that part of you deep within the core of Source itself, deep into the going even deeper past the Christ are above, past the deity planes, past the Aphia state, going back into the conservatory, the birthing place of consciousness, the birthing of your original idea of who you are, of the all that is, birthed out of this place. So you're connecting with that original part of yourself. So it's very unique to you. So just take a few minutes to just connect with yourself again. And you can feel it moving in the cells of your body. It's almost like it makes each of your cells feel lighter, more airy, more expanded. Kind of goes even into the spaces between the atoms, and you just feel real expanded in a very light way. Okay. And yeah, just for those of us that do this on a regular basis, just kind of hold space for the others. Almost like encircling them. Kind of holding space. Give them, yeah. Okay. Some of you are still kind of working at the connecting, doing a lot of clearing work. Most of you are pretty much with it. There's something that's, I knew there was going to be an opening. It's kind of in the center. Wait, let me focus on this because I'm not sure what it is yet. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, this is okay. Alexandra, I know you've got a lot to say. There's a lot happening right now. As far as I can tell, kind of in the center of the circle, initially it started out what I thought was sort of kind of heavy, dark energy. In the center, we were all, getting the cloak stuff, around everybody. But in the center was kind of opening something up that I thought was a little dark and heavy, but then there were some other energies that came, the cloak of the Eternal One energies, and just some powerful forces came in and sort of went in and kind of cleaned it out a little bit or something. And I'm once that was cleared, and it might have been me that did it, I'm not the big me part of me that did it, because I'm seeing that rainbowy tenderly energy just sort of flowing kind of around me and through me and connecting into, flowing through the hole, and kind of was making a pathway, and I feel everybody else is kind of connecting to this opening and connecting into it. When I think it's everybody's connecting connecting into their personal planetary morphogenic field from the crystal cavern spot, connecting into unique to them, whatever works for each of you, to connect into that, into the ocean, into the core of the earth. So what you're going to want to do is keep connecting with the cloak of the Eternal One energy around you. Periodically, you're going to want to do pillar charging breaths. So you hold and then kind of breathe out to really clear out, because you're clearing a lot. You're clearing. And then also, as this cloak of the Eternal One energy flows through you, and then as you feel it connecting into your more personal planetary morphogenic field energy template, it's kind of connecting into the core of the earth. So as we focus in on that, you'll see kind of energy is flowing back and forth, in and out, up and down, spiraling around and through, up and down, back and forth, in and out, recalibrating, clearing, recharging, realigning. Okay, so you can just kind of repeat that: recharging, recalibrating, realigning, and just flowing with it, flowing deep down into the earth, flowing through your personal morphogenic field. And just take your time with this, and I'll talk more in a minute. Yes, and again, yeah, again, periodically doing that clearing. And Alexandra, lots of joy and excitement about what's happening. Everyone is very excited, yes, because everybody's clan family is working with them. Okay, they're multidimensional selves on many high levels, coming in and working with you. I'm basically holding space. Yeah, I saw the black. Okay, and some red. And yeah, you just back, flowing in and out, back and forth, spiraling, flowing, recalibrating, realigning, recharging. And again, periodically doing your charging breath, and also holding in mind every time you recalibrate, you recharge, you realign, all that was the stuck, heavy, finite, distorted energy is now realigned back to its organic structure. What is yours, you will receive back again into your field structure. What is not goes back to its organic place. So this is a very much a celebration. You have so much part of yourself stuck in these places, right? And now they get to come back, and other parts of others got stuck with you many times, and holding the attention periodically as you feel you come up to new barriers or blocks. All contracts made in duress, dishonesty, trickery, or just it's the end time of them, are now made null and void, for all time and space, all dimensional realms, past, present, and future. Okay. Breathing that in, feeling the release of that. And you may have images of different places coming to your mind as you breathe and in and out, back and forth, recalibrating, clearing, realigning. Different places of different times, different people, different commitments. Again, all contracts made are now made null and void, all done, for all time and space, all dimensional realms, past, present, and future. The old era is finished. We are complete. From the old era is completing, and is complete. We are now starting a new era, a new cycle. Ashalam, Ashalam, Ashalam. De Akashadur. Breathing in another cleansing, charging breath, clearing breath. Hold, 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 and release. Just kind of feel out your body, feel out the space. Enjoy the new energies of feeling of unblocked, beautiful, spirally, rainbowy colors. Just feel out what this part of yourself, the Emadicus energy of yourself, of your expression that was shut down, is now awake and alive again. Feel yourself moving with it as it spirals around you. Feel into it. Breathe into it. Feel the energy signature of it. Really embody it. And any areas you still feel stuck, again, breathing into it, breathing the cloak of the eternal ones, backwards and forwards, in and out, spiraling, flowing, in and out, back and forth, recalibrating, realigning, recharging, clearing. And as you clear, you can go deeper in and feel it more of who you are. Feel the joy of it. Dance with it. Play with it. And off in the distance, hear the whales and the dolphins singing. allowing you to go even deeper in to this expression of being. And as your morphogenetic, personal planetary morphogenetic field gets lighter and clearer and more enlivened, this beautiful rainbowy, spiraling energy flows back up through the opening into the crystal cavern, and flows up and through and in and around your pod space. And where you are physically right now, you feel that energy coming into your physical body, flowing through your physical form into the floor beneath you, the ground, the earth beneath you. Feeling your house. You're just going as far as you feel comfortable going. For some, it may be the whole neighborhood, the city, the county, the state, feeling up the continents, the waters. Wherever we are, we connect energetically around the world. Feeling this peace and joy and harmony, this lightness of being. And holding the intention of being at peace, self-sovereign, honoring yourself and all life everywhere. Focusing on becoming more mindful and aware of how to work out difficulties with others. And knowing it's not a matter of agreeing or disagreeing, it's honoring all expressions and seeing where they can all harmonize and work together. And feeling as you stand or sit there or lay there, but as you stand as a being, you stand as your own personal council of elders within you. Feeling that awake awareness that you'll know somehow the answer to whatever questions may come to your mind from this moment forward. You will have a knowingness, an awareness of what to do and when to do it. And when any blocks come up, you can bring the cloak of the eternal ones from within your pod space, flowing it, ebbing it, through it to unblock, and ebb and flow to be prosperous and flowing. Alexandra, do you have anything else you'd like to add? Or anybody else have anything to add of this space? Any guidance they're getting? Anything else we are guided to do? Definitely feel the whales and the dolphins. Almost like what I said, that they all turned and looked at me like, yeah, what? Yeah? Almost like they're beaming information, beaming love, beaming just joyfulness. Again, remembering to periodically do a clearing, charging breath. Because you're continually releasing and realigning as you continue to embody, embrace this beautiful energy of your being. Yeah, I just really feel the dolphins and whales are really like happy, excited, kind of holding space for us, feeling the energy shifting on the planet. Nice little shift that will really help other people as well. Kind of brings up the frequency of the planet, probably hopefully helping for Aisha be able to put together more information, bring through more information. It's this beautiful kind of energy emanating, sort of a pinkish, whitish, vapory-ish, yeah, there's a lot that's continuously releasing, continuously releasing, continuously releasing. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they're just continually beaming energy. And, but yeah, it's like, as we clear more and more sort of in the atmosphere, it almost seems like this layer of kind of vapory, pinkish, little bit of blue, aqua blue. Yeah. Again, do another clearing, charging breath, and again, just kind of search out your body, feel out your body, feel out your field, kind of really kind of see any areas that may still be kind of locked in. Like, Alexander said, blocked energy looks like sludge releasing. Kind of feel out where you might still have that. Because again, you're working on your lone harmonic world. Okay? And there is, of course, where it harmonizes and connects with others. So you'll help with their shift. But they have to clear out their own sludge. But this will help them be able to do that much quicker. I'm just kind of tuning in to kind of feel out where seeing how this may help us connect into Uriah Earth or not. So I'm just sort of tuning in and sort of feeling out what this is doing for that. But as people are still releasing and connecting with the energies, I'm going to read the summary, kind of the closing part of the session for the newcomers. But at least as far as, Alexander, if you get anything about Uriah Earth, I'm just getting it still clearing. I'm doing a lot of clearing before any of that can gel out. Be mindful of being both in your pod space and in your physical body. Let's see, now am I at that spot? Hold on. Okay. Oh, sweetie, you should have already been running the Cloak of the Eternal Ones, honey. Yeah. Alright, as the pillar energy rebalances the area, as you're working through the different areas, and again, you may see a situation with a new awareness as you're, and again, this is stuff you can do in future as well. So as the pillar of energy rebalances an area, you can then see the situation with a new awareness as your core, God Source First Eternal, Aya, knowing that everything all fits together. I am needing assistance. Okay. Yeah, I got that to keep work. Yeah, that everybody I think does too. Just keep working with, again, whenever you find an area, flowing in, flowing out, backwards and forwards, in and out, spiraling through, recalibrating, realigning, recharging, releasing. And then when you're ready to do a recharging breath, clearing breath. Yeah, and I'm getting you took on some other people's stuff to release. Yeah, I think you've got, there's some dolphins and whales that are focusing on you too. Yeah, I can feel a lot of rage, a lot of anger, a lot of chaos. Just keep breathing it into it, flowing the energy through it of the Cloak of the Eternal Ones. as you know, backwards and forwards, in and out, spiraling through. Just feeling it release. Any contracts, a camel looking being is present in front of me. A camel? Is that the word you wanted to use? C-A-M-E-L? Okay. Well, is he sharing with you the message that he would like for all of us to receive, or for you to receive? Okay, and the message? Yeah, I kept seeing the desert, and I think it's interesting how camels hold water, a lot of water, and they can go in the desert for long periods of time without water, because having to drink water because they hold water. Is the energy a negative energy, or an informative energy, a helper energy? Because I don't get that he's out to do harm. I'm not sensing harm. I'm sensing there's a message, there's information, there's something he needs to tell you, because there's something that you're holding on to. Could be something from Egypt. One of those temples in Egypt, probably. Or temple. A particular temple in Egypt that you were involved with. Something, a particular temple in Giza, maybe? Giza? Yeah. I was going to say Alexandria, but Giza came into my, okay. Yeah, yeah. Alexandra or Giza? Giza. A temple in Giza. You are fixated. He's part of it. He's part of that fixation. And I think he wants to be released just as much as you do, probably. You guys were very fixated. I don't know if he was a totem. Or you think it's Alexandria? Okay. I'm not sure what the relationship is between the two, but I think there's a big relationship between Giza and Alexandria. Yeah, some kind of temple complex, and you were seriously involved. Seriously involved. You got lots of programs running in the stone of that temple. Very scattered energy. Fragmented energy there. But yeah, it's not an enemy. So, I still think he's got a message for you. Something to help you release. Something about taking the load away or taking the load off of you, because they carry loads too. A camel, I mean, could be a totem. It could be you had a camel that was you were close to, that you traveled back and forth, maybe between Alexandria and Giza, and it was your partner, and maybe at a time when animal and people communicated with each other, and yeah, you guys were communicating. It's a very wise being, and you guys got stuck. You're stuck there. Yes, you did a big load on. You took a load on. So maybe focus on that load. See if you can get the energy signature of it. See if you can get a hold of it, a piece of it, and once you can get a hold of a piece of it, you can send the Cloak of the Eternal Ones on it to start releasing it. Okay, interesting. And again, holding the intention of the contract that you have with the Library of Alexandria, you and this camel, some kind of scrolls. I'm seeing scrolls on the camel's back, strapped to a camel's back. Yeah. I was kind of like, you're traveling with these scrolls, with these books, and I'm like, were you captured or taken? It's like, no. I'm seeing like caught in a storm, a sandstorm, and you guys got buried, and you're like feeling guilty as hell. Just hold the intention that information is still available. There's still a record of it. You did the best you could. You did your contract as best you could. Right. Yeah, because I was feeling like you had taken on other people's stuff, so it may be something to do with wherever these books were supposed to go or do, or whatever was supposed to go on with these books. There was I guess repercussions to not getting them to where they needed to go. And I think that a lot of people had kind of the same thing happen. We've all had our contracts of trying to get information to others that needed it, and we couldn't do it. It got buried. We got buried. I mean, it's very symbolic of carrying the information, being a speaker of the information, and getting stuck or buried or unable to move forward. Kind of as a little side piece with that, a lot of that information, a lot of what was in Alexandria actually got taken out before the destruction of the building. There's actually some other places that a lot of that information's at. So it's kind of good to just kind of let all that go. Let all that go. All of us let go of those contracts that we made, that we did the best we could to do, but now that cycle of doing them has ended, particularly those contracts too that were made out of duress and dishonesty and trickery, but also the ones made with good discernment, that the cycle is ending now. The cycle of these contracts has ended. So the contract is now made null and void for all time and space and all dimensional realms, past, present, and future. That, yeah, okay. You helped to take it out. Okay, so you were taking out, okay, yeah. Lots of it did make it out. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking there's a particular library or someplace in the United States where a lot of them are at now, and there's some other places around the world where a lot of that information is. So yeah, it's good. It's all good. And again, remember those records are at higher levels too. So we'll get them back, that information. Whatever we actually need to get back, we'll get back. Whether it be psychically bringing it through again, right? we download the information again, and we put it back on paper again. And you're very welcome. So, yeah, just kind of tuning in again, everybody, and just sort of feeling out their fields and just feeling out their connection to any sort of similar situations, of maybe their connection to the Library of Alexandria, and maybe feeling their connection and releasing from that. Nice little charging breath and feeling the clearing. And just that overall, just that feeling of all those contracts are null and void now. They're all completed. They're all ended. The cycle is done. The cycle is finished. So you can choose in the future days any new contracts you want to do, but all those old ones are done. Okay. So how you doing, Alexander? Do you feel more complete? Do you feel you need to spend more time? Although I have a feeling we may need to end the rest of the group. I'm gonna just kind of finish out, like I was just starting to do, finish out the closing part for the rest of the group. So yes, as the pillar energy rebalances the area, you can then see the situation with a new awareness as your core God Source First Eternal, Aya Aye, Yumi We Us It They It. Knowing that everything all fits together in the whole of existence as we learn to sit with the situation and just breathe into the stillness of the now moment, you gain healing and clarity about yourself and the worlds around you. You start seeing glimpses of how the events are all conscious, aware energy, and you see how we all flow through each other, and the areas where there is resistance and there is phase lock. Phase lock means no expansion and no contraction, which means no breathing, which means no renewal, which means eventually living the illusion of second creation mechanics of finite death and stagnation. In the stillness of the now, breathing the life of our being into the resistance, life is renewed. Sit with the resistance and breathe the pillar of peace energy. Continue breathing the pillar into areas of resistance. Sitting within the space, being the space in your God Source First Eternal Aya Aye, Yumi We Us They It. Periodically breathe in a pillar of peace breath to recharge your fields. Eventually you will notice the energy is releasing and realigning as awareness and cognitions of what to do comes to you. It may come as dreams, or as you are going about your day, things will just come to you. You may want to start a journal with the guidance you receive. You will find as you release one area, another area may come to light. Write it down for future sessions. After a while of doing this and feeling awake and aware energy, there will be movement where there once was just stuck energy as you come to know your true God Source First Eternal Aya Aye, Yumi Wiasteyet. Self. You may get a name, but even if you do not get a name, you will still feel this very aware, all-knowing, peaceful presence that is your true identity. So in summary, as we find ourselves swirling in this beautiful, playing in this beautiful energy, feeling our connecting into our pod space, and okay, so many soul tribes so happy as they see us healing, yes. Feeling the connection within our pod space, feeling the Aya opening, kind of closing up a bit, but still open a bit to receive this influx of flow of your eternal expression in and out through you. And then you'll start feeling your physical body. Next, put your attention on your physical body and be in that space again. And then you go back into your pod space. And feel being in the pod space. And then feel yourself being back in your physical body. You can practice throughout the day going back and forth between your pod space and your physical 3D space. Follow your personal guidance to incorporate yoga, dance, song, art, and other forms of movement and expression to bring out your authentic expression of being. Periodically, it's good to go through all the steps again, but you will find you can hold the intention of being in your MyPod space, and you are there connecting to your manifestation template beneath you and feeling that connection all the way down to Aurora Earth Core Field and back up again. You will sense the Trinity Sun's pearly white, pale blue, and aquiline vapor frequencies circulating throughout the aquifers below your manifestation template, as they then flow into your template, clearing any disharmonic energy, then moving through your central body current, flowing all the way through the opening of the pod, mixed with the pillar energies of the gold and silver snow-like flakes, moving through your personal pillar and circulating the energies throughout your template pillar fields, then feeling the Alesa wave move through your pillar of peace. You now stand in your personal power of being. In this place, there is no need for control, manipulation, or aggressiveness or anxiety. Yet, when you find yourself there, then breathe in your pillar of peace to dissolve the disharmonic discord away. For all those perspectives mean there is a belief in lack. How can there be lack when you are the source of everything? And now we can feel that beautiful rainbowy spiraling energy flowing through us now. So now take this presence of being with you as you move throughout the day, being aware of being in your physical body and in the core of Source itself at the same time. In this space, we can relook at the tough issues of today, such as earth disconnection, religious extremism, greed, economic exploitation, racism, sexism, and environmentalism, to see with clarity and spirit new ways of healing and change for you personally and within the holographic world you create around you. Again, feeling your physical body, wiggling your fingers and toes, moving your body a bit. Really breathing into your physical body. When I count to 3 and snap my fingers, you will be fully awake. remembering everything, feeling relaxed and rejuvenated, recharged. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, everybody. I know some of you probably need to go, but anybody that can still kind of stay if they want. Again, this is going to be public, so I'm going to also, this is a public group. So I'm also looking to post this on the SkyPod group because, I do this a lot with them. So, and I wanted to kind of do the one I did last with them here, but I realized I couldn't because that's a private group. And I am open to making this a private group, which I may end up doing if we do more of this. But yeah, kind of the SkyPod in this group, I kind of feel like they kind of are connected strongly. So, so yeah, if anybody wants to share for prosperity, you're very welcome, Iris. Yeah. And again, for those that kind of tuned in late, I'm going to put this in the HGR. I think I called it HGR, Harmonizing Journey to Real. I think I called it HGR unit, HGR something unit in this group. I'm going to put it in there in this group, and then also I think I'm going to put it in the SkyPod group. Very, very welcome, Ava. And this is, again, this is something, you guys are going to probably continue to clear, and kind of just like Alexandra, you're going to probably come up to different situations you'll feel a little stuck in. You'll just need to take a little bit more time and work with it to kind of, work through the energy of it and release yourself out of it. Okay. Yeah, I think this is one probably to do a few more times before the 21st, and probably flow it into after the 21st, because it's really helping us make that shift out of the old realm, old cycle into the new, unlocking us from the old net finite Fibonacci spiral grid and into the crystal spiral, or golden sun, or golden core, or whatever. I love you guys. I really appreciate you guys showing up and doing this. It was awesome. Yeah, I think the dolphins and the whales are working it, baby, and there's some other animals involved, or beasts involved, with kind of moving this, circulating what we did through the grids, through the waters at any rate. And yeah, and really making this accessible energetically for others, and really just making your personal planetary template hologram just really running some beautiful frequency to really just come into this next year, and to just going to be really awesome. It's really wonderful running that beautiful crystal spiral frequency. I keep being shown a flash of very bright light, like an atom bomb releasing around the planet with what we held in this session. Yeah, I just keep feeling like it's just, again, that beautiful color I was seeing, it's just really emanating and really spreading and building charge and building charge and building charge and building charge. And I think it's going to burst some bubbles, so to speak. So you're very welcome, sweetie. And we'll, obviously Saturday we're going to go at more depth with it. But I got, for whatever reason that we needed to do it. Well, today's December 2nd, which is, I for some odd reason. I can't remember why, but it's another key date in activations. So I got that, and then I think the 7th is another one, and I think our session's going to be on the 6th. So I think we're close to that, and then of course we'll talk more about when we get closer to the 21st. We have class that Saturday, so we're running pretty close to the 21st. So yes, love you guys, and just again, do it a few more times, I think. Really run this frequency. Really connect with, as I always say this, connect with nature. Take a walk whenever you can, and really connect with the animals and the plants, because they really love this energy, and it'll just make it run even stronger when you connect and clear even more of the stuck energies. Okay. Love you guys. It's 2 hours and 26 minutes in. So you guys have a great evening, great week, and yeah, and I'll be following Inspired Action, so try to keep an eye out on this group. And again, if there's a lot of people that would like to make it private, we can do that. But this really is kind of a group to kind of get people to connect and wake up and join and be involved. My class is the private. So again, for those that are not in my class, that my next class is starting March, the first Saturday in March of 2021. And good night, sweetie. And we do this and more. We do a lot of stuff, and it's a very private, intimate group, and it's just awesome. So, and we'll probably have, as we get closer, some people will probably share their experience as well. Okay, of what it means for them. And I've even got people that from the last class continuing on to the second class and looking to continue working with it. So, because we do a lot on a lot of levels with this class, on a personal level, planetary, galactic, you name it, we probably do something. All right. Good night, everybody. Take care. Love you. Bye.